Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another back to school themed video, and this one's more about just tips going back to school, things to get involved in, stuff like that. So when I was a freshman, my first semester, I bought all my textbooks from the school store, like where everyone would basically go get their textbooks. That was basically a waste of money. I spent a lot of money on the textbooks when I could have gotten them much cheaper from other people and other resources, other places to get textbooks. I found out that some of the top places to get them are from people who just recently took the class or have taken the class in the past. I know my school has like a Facebook group where people talk about what books they're selling and how much they're selling them for, and you just message them and what's it called, negotiate a price, whatever, and you get the book for much cheaper than it would be in the bookstore. Also, there's options to get the book online, so you always should look to see if your book is available online, because even if you're not the best with looking at books online, it's much cheaper. You can save much more money if you have an ebook. Also, there are ways to rent books or buy them used, or even rent them used, because I've seen some that are rent used. I actually got some for my psychology classes last semester off of Amazon. I rented it for the semester, much cheaper than it would have been if I would have bought it completely new or bought it used. Because I knew that I wasn't going to need it after the semester, so that's probably on your preference if you think you're going to need it, or if you intend to sell it after, if you want to actually buy the book. But I knew I wasn't going to need it after the semester, so I knew I was just going to rent it for the semester and be done with it. So I know like freshman year, most people, are not like, I wouldn't say scared, but like a little intimidated to go up to booths and talk to employers, because they're like, there's like their first year and they're not sure if they, they don't even know if what they really want to go into. Because I did have a lot of friends that didn't know exactly what they wanted to go into, and that's fine. It's just, I feel like you should still branch out, still want to talk to employers. You never know what's going to happen. You can still have their contact information if you decide to go into that field or something related to that type of job you were talking to the employer about. You never know, he or she might help you in the long run. So I feel even though it's more intimidating, or it's like awkward at first, like just going up to a booth and talking to the employer that's there, you just honestly just say like you're interested, you just want to know more about the position. I know it was when I first went, it was probably my second semester of my freshman year when I went to the first career fair at my school, and it was a little different. I'm not like scared to public speak. It's just like when you're talking to someone who might like potentially pay you for a job, like I understand how you feel. You might feel like, oh, you're talking in a very professional way. But when you're usually at a career fair, it's very personable, it's very laid back. Usually they just asking you about your experiences or what you're really interested in, and they give you your contact information, all that stuff. But yeah, as you grow older in college, it's going to be much more important to go to those types of things and being able to get interviews and, lead to like internships and co-ops and job opportunities and stuff like that. So definitely I feel like if you, go into a little bit early, you get more practice, and you learn, things actually to ask the employers. I know like when I was a freshman, I just like, basically the easiest question I asked was just like what the position was and like what the responsibilities of that position were. And those like the easy questions. But then like as I got to my sophomore year, I asked like what kind of skills you needed, what type of like background they were looking for, like what type of experiences they were looking for, but like beforehand, before you even got the position. Because I'm a computer science major, they always talk about like what coding languages that you use, what have you coded before, what have you not, and like I would always ask what type of language that they use in the position. So I knew like my freshman year I was more intimidated because I didn't know as many coding languages. So they would say something and I'd be like, oh, would I have time to even learn that while on the job? And like yeah, all those types of questions. You know, it'd just be like a back and forth conversation. It wouldn't be intimidating once you start talking to them. So it's not like, I wouldn't say it's that bad, but I would just say like, just advice, like just to try to go at it in the beginning, you know, get your feet wet just a little bit and just get some practice out of it. Getting involved in what's called clubs and organizations on campus. I know my school has so many clubs. You could even create a club if you really wanted to. I don't know, I just like being able to, you know, be involved in my school because you get to meet so many people. You get to meet people who are like-minded like you, who have the same interests. So it was really cool. I like having, and I feel like one of the bigger things of being in a club is like looking for leadership in the club. That's always looking good on your resume in the future for like potential jobs and stuff as well. I know like, just like, I feel like that's just gives you more experience. It gives you more skills like in the long run, like being able to lead a group on being in a position in a club. I know like my first year I did join a few clubs. It was basically just to meet people and see how everything was in college. Like I know like freshman year I didn't know anyone when I first went to school, so it was just more of a time to just like see how it was and see how some of the more popular organizations were. So it was a fun time, I feel like. But as I got more, like, you know, I got older and got more in college, I feel I looked more for things that were closer to my major and got involved with that stuff, because as it was in the club, I was having fun, but also like learning stuff that could help me when I was in a job or so. More like, I guess event planning skills, but also stuff with like coding and stuff I learned a little bit. But yeah, it's just a good, oh, and like not even, also like building your network too, because like a lot of people I know, like a lot of older people in my like clubs, they always talk about their like internships and stuff. Like, you know, if you start networking, maybe they could give you something, like they could even refer you or something like that. So it's always good, I feel, to get involved with something that's in your major. But you don't have to always do that. You could do something social. Like I know people are in club sports. I know people who are in intramurals. I know people who are just in like random like video game playing clubs. Like they're all like, there's so much like different things to get involved in just to like meet more people. I think one of the biggest things about college is meeting new people, because this is like one time in your life that you get to honestly just branch out, try different things. So meeting all different people of different backgrounds, different experiences, different ethnic groups, different ages. Like it's a good time to just meet different people and seeing, you know, you get to honestly see a lot. Like I've met different people so many times. Like I love meeting new people, so it's a good thing for me. Honestly, you learn a lot about a lot of things. But yeah, I think it's a good thing to do while you're in college. Sometimes I wasn't as outgoing as maybe other people are. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you take that risk to, you know, go out there and actually talk to people. It definitely will like make you branch out. It will make you more outgoing. It'll make you easier to approach or easy to talk to. If like someone else was maybe shy to talk to you, like it becomes a better, just better aura you give off. Yeah, so I think that's a good thing. I haven't taken advantage as much as I probably should, but I know a lot of stores, a lot of online sites, a lot of services like Spotify and Amazon, stuff like that, give student discounts because if you have a student email address like from your college, or if you have like you show your student ID at stores, you get a discount. I mean, I did take advantage of Amazon Prime. I think that's like 6 months free, I think, of Amazon Prime. You get like free 2-day shipping or something like that. And then like they give you a discount off of Amazon Prime afterwards. But yeah, I think that's really good to have. Like once you get to college, you get that perk. Yeah. Obviously, with studying, like you learn how to you start to learn how you like to study. In the sense like if you like to study all at once, or if you like to study in breaks, if you like to study night, morning, during like eating, while you eat, while you listen to music, in a quiet place, in a noise place, you know, like all different types. You learn, you take, you know, honestly, you just try different things. I've learned for certain subjects, there's certain ways to study. I've done study groups, I've studied with other people, I also study alone. So like, you just learn honestly throughout college. Like you learn exactly how you like to study and how effective you could be with studying. Yeah, I think it's just more of a learning process. It's trial and error type thing. Because I feel like maybe you had really good studying habits in high school, but not all your studying habits in high school can transfer over to college, because there's so much, it's such a different level of learning in college, and you have to apply so many things that you learn in the beginning of your semester to the end of the semester. So I feel like there has to be more of a continuous type of studying that you have to know. But yeah, you start to learn that as you go. So don't be like discouraged in the beginning if you don't know completely how to study. I think it's just more of like a learning type of mechanic, I guess. But thanks guys for watching this video. I hope you guys liked all these college tips, and probably if I find any more, probably make another video for you guys, but today's is all I can think of off the top of my head. If you guys liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to make more of these videos. Probably going to do a dorm room tour when I get back to college and other college related videos. So definitely stay tuned. Thanks guys. See you later.